All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. And most everybody I know, there's a few people I don't know. But we'll just go through and who we are and what we do. If we have any events coming up, anything that's going on. So I am Krisha Spears with the Reach Initiative. And thank you again for coming. And trying to think like the big things we've got going on. Let me see, I'm looking at my map to figure out where I'm at right now. So we have an Appalachian Regional Commission Inspire grant that we were awarded. So it will take our Reach Back Reentry navigators and have them as a paid position. So they will be paid now to walk with someone post-incarceration for 1 year, just to help them with identification and finding employment and finding housing and how to be successful citizens on the outside. So, we see the importance of it, and, we're glad that the Appalachian Regional Commission sees that it is too. So it's, I don't want to say it's similar to PRSS, but it is in the reentry aspect of it. So it's taken somebody that's got that lived experience and helps someone be successful. So we are doing that in Lincoln, Logan, Mingo, Boone, McDowell, that area. And then we have also a Claude Worthington Benedum grant that also takes that navigator, but pairs it with a community health worker. So Coalfield Health is providing the community health worker. I've had 5 meetings. I feel like I'm tripping over myself today. That community health worker will help determine, how placements for, mental health, behavioral health, physical health, people coming out have never been able to self-advocate for their health care and say, this is really what's going on with me. I need a doctor or a physician that's going to listen to me. So they will learn how to do those things. They'll learn how to manage their chronic disease, such as diabetes or blood pressure or anything like that, they were always given meds before, but now they need to understand that some of these things that they can, diet and exercise and things like that can help can help with those things as well. So that community health worker will pair up with a navigator, and they'll have that dual approach to helping be successful. We've got that going on. I'm teaching a bunch of trauma-informed care trainings. Those are for any of us, because we all work with formerly incarcerated people in recovery. It's just, how to work with someone to not re-traumatize them, to not use stigmatizing language, just how to be more aware and working with that population. So we're doing, let me see, I'm doing Huntington, Charleston, Parkersburg, one in Putnam County, and then one specific for a group. But got those available. Bev Sharp, our executive director, is doing some building bridges to a better community. That is for community resources, employers, just anybody that is interested in learning more about what someone faces as they come out. Those 808 collateral consequences that are, in Kentucky or West Virginia, and then added another 900 for federal consequences. So those are all free trainings. I'll drop them over in the chat also. And then the Leading for Justice Summit is in January. Restorative Justice Day is November 20th. So there'll be circles across the state. So if there's anyone that would be interested in participating in a Circles of Support and Acceptance, they'll have those available. It's free to do, but you do have to register just so you can be assigned to the appropriate region for you to participate. That's all I've got going on. So I will drop flyers for all that stuff in the chat, and we'll just go around and introduce ourselves and then call on somebody else. So Terry, you're the frequency, so
Okay, I'm here for Jennifer. Crane is on vacation this week, and she asked.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, I thought she said
Yeah.
she was on vacation. So
Yeah. So I am
tell
workforce
her. Oh, sorry.
director here at the osteopathic school, and I work with Jennifer and others in my department with the Center for Rural and Community Health. So what she wanted me to speak about was the ARC program that we have. We received a grant last September, at the end of September, of course, and that we were to find 40 individuals and provide transportation and provide education and mentoring programs for them. And at this point, I'm at 94. We have met every goal for the grant, and the grant's good through October of 2025. And so we've met all of our grant, the obligations that we had. Today, we had a creating a safe and well workplace here on campus for employers here to show them and help and teach them how to work with others and help people in recovery work with their employers. And so that was a successful day. Ashley Shaw came down from Marshall and presented it for me. And Laura Foster was from Jobs and Hope was here today. So it was a really successful day. But the transportation was, of course, we all know is the biggest issue out there. And we were able to work with MTA. They're providing our transportation. Greenbrier County, second largest county in the state. The western end of the county had pretty much lost any kind of public transportation. A little bit over, it wasn't being used. It was expensive. And then COVID. And then it just couldn't get started back up. This program has allowed it to get started back up. And we are now averaging 700 to 800 boardings per month now, just for this in the program that I have, not for MTA, but for the program that I'm doing with ARC. So it's been a very successful program, and we have continued to work with MTA. Tim Thomas is a joy to work with. I'm working with him to get public transportation in Monroe County and Summers County right now, in addition to that. So it's been very positive. So unless you have any questions, that's what's going on with the ARC program, which I'm just really excited over because we have met all the goals. Now we're just soaring ahead.
That is awesome. And then you mentioned two rock stars. So Ashley is from CORE, and so the building bridges trainings that we're doing is part of CORE and part of Ashley. So, yes, we're doing that with them. And then Foster is also one of the trauma informed care trainers, so she's doing one of those trainings with me. So
yes,
we're all
love them both. They do great work. Great work.
Yeah. So, and congratulations on the success of your ARC grant, and may have to pick your brain, when it comes time for reporting and all of that fun stuff, because
you just call anytime. Be happy to talk to you.
Because I'm terrified about that part.
It'll be okay, I promise.
Okay. And if you want to call, and once we're done with today's meeting, I'll save the chat, and I'll upload the recording, so I'll send it to you and to Jennifer, and that way you can do everything. So
that sounds great. Thank you.
All right. And if you want to call on somebody else,
I'll do Roger. I used to work with Roger, so I have to pick on him a little.
Get him before he has to go.
Yes, I broke a tooth earlier this weekend, and my dentist just called to say that I could come in. My name is Roger Griffith. I'm the community outreach and campus director for both the Greenbrier and Mercer County campuses of New River Community and Technical College. We are also working with some of the same agencies that Terry is, along with I think some of the grant opportunities, to help provide additional opportunities for people that are transitioning from their incarcerated status back into society. In addition, we are working with the State Department of Education. It's been a process to work and provide workforce training and CTE training in the facilities themselves so that the folks can come back out and have an employable skill when they use. Some of that is basically in the short-term facilities will be workforce designated programs, and in the longer term facilities will be classes that lead to associate degrees and transferable on to baccalaureate degrees. Unfortunately, just like a lot of government programs, apparently you have to clean the tea in stables like Hercules did. And the process takes a good while to get through the federal process. So we're doing that. Our president, Dr. Copenhagen, is committed to people. I think she spoke earlier at one of the meetings. Is definitely committed to people, our organization helping folks to transition and re-enter as successfully as they possibly can. We have so many people that are denied opportunities because they don't understand what's available out there to them. And so we'll work with anybody that we possibly can to increase those opportunities. So I put my contact information in the system. Like I said, I cover Greenbrier, Monroe, Pocahontas, Summers, Mercer counties. So be glad to work with any partners. And we've actually worked with several people that we met during these meetings and have had the successful events. So if there's anything I can do for you, please let us know that what we can do. And hopefully I'm going to get my tooth fixed. I'm sorry that I do have to drop out. But thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you, and thank you to Dr. Copenhagen for speaking this morning. So go get that tooth fixed.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Talk to you guys later.
Ms. Jen?
Hey everyone, my name is Jen Call. I am the outreach coordinator for Northwood Health Systems Crisis Units in the Northern Panhandle. We have 2 units. We have one in Wheeling and one in Weirton, and we can admit for substance use disorder and mental health crises. We have 16 beds at each facility, and we can accept males and females 18 and older. Our crisis unit is open 24/7, and we take referrals from all over the state. So thank you for having me, and I will call in Seth.
One of these days, we're going to flip it around and everybody can introduce the other person. Seth Hansen with Groups Recover Together. I'm the Partnership Development Manager for West Virginia. We're an outpatient opioid use treatment program across the state with 7 locations. And we also specialize in a telehealth option as well. So I was late getting on. I don't know who else is gone. Philip? All right.
Hello, Philip Michael. I'm with the federal grant called PROUD, and we are trying to assist men and women that are coming out of incarceration in their RRCs, halfway houses, to find gainful employment. Myself and my partner Wes, I'm in the southern part of the state, and Wes is in the northern part of the state. I've put my information over here in the chat, and there's a little bit of a flyer there that tells you a little bit more about PROUD. And I'll be happy to answer any questions at any time. And thank you for having me on this call. Wes, you're up.
Thank you. I'm Wes Hoffman, and I work with Phil. I am in Morgantown, and basically helping people get work and training and all that kind of good stuff. And these meetings are very valuable as we build partnerships and connections with everybody in these meetings. So we're very thankful for them. We just got off a call with Tennessee, who are trying to start a PROUD grant there. And I was sure to mention this group and how valuable it's been. to help us, especially me, who I'm from out of state. So I need to find out who the partners are and all that kind of good stuff. And I wanted to mention too that I went to the Spark Symposium last week, and that was really cool. Met a lot of people, met some people that I've met in these meetings as well. So that was really cool to actually meet people there. And we had a good time and we learned a lot. Um, but thank you for having us. And if you know of anyone struggling to find a job or training, throw them mine or Phil's way, and we'll be happy to help them. Let me see who hasn't gone. I'll say Keith.
Hey guys, it's Keith Bowling with Aetna Better Health of West Virginia. I just set in on these calls. We are one of the Medicaid providers for the state of West Virginia. So anytime there's a person coming out of incarceration or they qualify for Medicaid, we could be their option. So I'm always here just to see if there's any advanced stuff that I can come table at or share information about what we can provide for Medicaid recipients. And looking at the list, I think everybody has gone.
Keith, where are you housed? What part of the state?
Yeah, so I live in Mercer County. My home office is Charleston, West Virginia.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
All right, well, thank you, everyone. Terry, can you drop your email address over in the chat so I can make sure I send you all the flyers?
Yes, I will.
All right. Well, anyone have anything else? No. For all of the regulars, I am going to combine Hancock and Brooke into Ohio, Marshall, Wetzlar, and Tyler. So that'll give us another hour of our week back. So, you know, I hate to see the council shrink, but if we don't have a chair or low participation, I'm going to combine them into another area, and hopefully they'll share resources and things. So, but all right. Well, Terry, do you have anything else going on? Do you?
I'm staying really busy. Recovery is new to me. I've done workforce for years and years and years. I'm 24 years old and I'm going to stick with that forever and ever. But recovery is new to me. I'm enjoying it in such a way that I'm learning. It's the same thing. It's learning different terminology, and I'm doing that. But I'm always anxious to meet others to learn more and more. And so that's been probably the biggest part of it. Is I stepped into it carefully because I just didn't know. And I wasn't afraid. I didn't want to upset anyone, hurt anyone's feelings. I didn't want to do any of that. And I just didn't know what to do. But I've been very, through the office, through my supervisor, Brian Hendricks, he was able to introduce me to some men over at God's Way Home who sat down and just told me their stories. And it was just like it opened up the world for me just to sit down and listen. And I'm seeing so many positive things happen. And I'm just really thrilled over that I have that little tiny dot of it, but it's just nice to know that I'm being a part of that.
That's awesome. I mean, we all are here for a reason, and you know we've all been affected some way in our lives. You know that recovery and reentry are not necessarily synonymous, but everyone in recovery is in reentry, that they're coming back into society in some way. So, but not necessarily everybody in reentry is in recovery. So, you know, and then one of my biggest things is I want to see your participants, your clients, or whatever you call, invite them to these meetings, that there is space for them at this table. This is their table,
Okay.
necessarily ours. I don't want to talk about them. I want to talk with them.
Okay.
Invite them to these meetings.
Happy to do that. And I'm sure they will be happy to participate.
Yeah.
I have one right now that just started his social work education, and one that's going into the business classes through New River. And so I'm just really, I'm just seeing the excitement that that they're moving ahead and catching on and wanting things and wanting to learn. And it's just been amazing for me.
Yeah, just to see that excitement and recognize their own potential.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Awesome. Well, I'll to look to see who next month. There is no presenter for next month. So Terry, if you or Jennifer want to find someone to present, you know,
Okay.
next month is Thanksgiving. So if there is, you know, someone that you've worked with that would want to share their story and why
Okay.
where they've turned around, you know,
Okay.
that would be an awesome
I believe
thing.
I can find a few for you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this heart program has made such a difference. I have one lady who has needed back surgery, and because of public transportation, has been able to get to Charleston and get the back surgery she needed, and was taken care of. It's just it's amazing to think of what the small things that matter to someone that I just overlook, not realizing that I didn't have the clothes to wear, didn't have the food to eat, didn't have the place to sleep, and so that's what is so rewarding about this, is knowing that I'm benefiting. I'm not just doing a job, but I'm making a difference.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it's, you know, your success is our success.
So I'll be happy to get some of the men and women to speak at your next meeting in November.
That would be fantastic. All right. Well, I will send you and Jennifer the flyers from today and then the meeting recording from today.
Okay.
But other than that, it's a beautiful day outside. We don't have many left. You know, I advocate all year for sunshine, so go outside and get some sunshine.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.